I don't think anyone knows me for anything else other than ball. My ultimate ambition has always been to make it as a pro player. Others might say that they want to make it to the highest level possible, wherever they feel like, as long as they did their best. And for me, it's not about doing my best and being seen. For me, it's about signing that pro contract, making it as a pro player, because that's all I've wanted to, that's all I've worked for.
I realized that Cedric is talented. I wouldn't say talented, but I would say I realized he loved football or playing with the ball as early as 2 years, 3 years. And we engaged him in football as early as I think he started walking.
Honestly, I'll say it's because of my dad. If you come to our house, if you go to the dining area, if you check, there's a place where he has all his medals, and he has a lot of medals. As a child, you see photos, you see medals, so you want to, it nurtures you from a young age. And I can't even tell what age I honestly had a ball, because all my photos when I was a kid, me and my brother, we have ball. I don't even know what age we started, because my dad used to play, so it's literally everyone, it's ran in the family.
The time that we realized it might be a talent, and I remember we were in our village in Busia, and all the nephews were playing together, and my elder brother said, "You need to get this boy something." And everybody would like to come on his side of the team. So that's when we started realizing maybe it's a talent. But before, it was just a pastime. We would say, as boys will play around.
One of the things I felt about Cedric, and this was shown even during his time with us, is whatever team he would be a part of immediately. I mean, this is probably from the first 20 minutes of training, you could tell this boy is special.
When Coach Kim pitched the idea, TTA, if you were in Nova, we were in a small, ilikuwa lab. So Coach Kim alikuja lab, it's not that he has no idea, he has a plan, but the facilities aren't there, so literally starting from zero. But you know, mimi nimekuwa na Coach Kim from the first day he scouted me. I've known Coach Kim for, I think, almost 6 years. So even him pitching the idea itself, you believe in it. So if you were in that room, you know where it all started. And again, I'm happy I made that choice. Junayo, there are things TTA has given me that I don't think any other academy in Kenya would have given me.
The first time I met Coach Kim, it was through when Cedric brought about and said, "I have friends, we can come up with a team. There is a tournament that is going on, and we have to go." So there was some money that needed to be contributed by the friends, and then I went. And from there, immediately that was done. Then Coach Kim came for him, and that was when he joined Form 1. And that's when he was picked for the first trial. And from there, it has always been true talent.
I think one thing that stood out with Cedric is his certainty about what he wanted. You know, as a young person, at a young age, you have a lot of distractions in your head. You have a lot of things that you want, a lot of desires that come even after you finish high school, before you enter university. All of these things come into your head, and sometimes they can distract you or take you off track from where you eventually want to go.
2020, I think that's when we had the COVID, and that's when they cleared their fourth form. And so, as we were waiting for the exam results, we actually got the the offer from SRSA, which was something that I didn't believe it. Now, I didn't believe it because sometimes when children, we say talent can take you somewhere, that was the first experience for me to actually realize that talent can take you somewhere. Because now this is a child who has actually brought you. Something has come up as a scholarship to the US through football, which we did not ever think about. We thought it's the usual play around and then that will be it. So that came in. We had a challenge with getting appointment dates. And when we did, and we got the appointment and we went for the interview, it was declined.
My experience the last 3 years it's been very tough. From being among the first people to get the opportunity, the SRSA, alafu COVID ikadelay, so lazima muingie the next year in fall. Then the whole process of getting a school, being chosen, then you get to the point where the embassy is the only thing left, then the embassy denies you. Then you repeat the whole process again. Ikudeny tena. Inakuwa very tough mentally kudeal nayo. It's not an easy process. There's a lot that goes on. Ukiona, if you think of how you've invested 2-3 years into football, and the fact that your peers are continuing with their lives, with their school and everything, and you, what you chosen to deal with, is not moving forward. It's like there's a barrier. Mentally it drags you down. Because I remember again, the first time I entered class, a lecture hall, I couldn't deal with the fact that I was here. Since my visa has been denied, all my friends who were pursuing the same dream wameenda. So you're left alone. Nah, there's no going around it. Mentally it drains you. I was this close to quitting ball. And if you think of everything you've invested in, nah, the fact that you've reached a point of quitting and you know that you're among the best players, coaches wamekwambia, umeitwa the best teams, it takes a toll on you. You have to have people, mi nilikuwa na my mom, Coach Kim, so people wenye kila siku they kept you going, because if you didn't have that by your side, which a lot of people don't have, utaacha.
Sometimes in terms of the perception I have about things right now in my age and the Christianity the Christian that I am, I believe everything happens for a reason. It was a very tough time for him because some of his friends left with the same program and he was left behind. But I'm very pleased that we didn't even take long. Then we had another opportunity for Poland.
Particularly with many of the students we get, and Cedric is a testimony of this. You have a parent who has come in and, after 6 months of their student being in the program, they ask, okay, how come he's not playing for Arsenal? How come he doesn't have a professional opportunity? But parents rarely realize that this is a journey. It's a step-by-step process. You don't get your dream job when you finish high school. It doesn't work like that. There is a certain level of development that you have to go through. There are certain challenges that you have to go through before you become the kind of player who gets that kind of opportunity. And I think Cedric is a testimony to that, because for 2 years, he really put his head down, he focused on what he wanted, and after those 2 years, he eventually got to where he wanted to get to. But that patience that his family had to say, we are going to let him pursue this thing for that period of time is rare, specifically in this part of our continent.
He's my firstborn. He's the one who made me who I am as a mother. And I'm very, very, very proud of you, Cedric. Very, extremely proud. Every time I have felt like you're letting me down, and then, you just strike and a big star comes in. And above all, I love the determination that you have, because he doesn't give up. And I will give you a very good example. When Cedric there's football planned for even 6 o'clock. He leaves the house as early as 5. But when I say tomorrow, I need you to take me somewhere, then we have to haggle on how fast he's going to wake up. So to me, I'm very, 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 very pleased. I wish him all the best. I've been practicing how will I hug him before he leaves and tell him, you know, God bless you and all the best. But he's not, you shouldn't give up Cedric, as in, there's always something new for you in life. So you can't give out when you don't make it. But first, God fulfills the desires of your heart. And that's what I know that he's going to get in Poland. I am 100% sure. I know he's going to give his all. I'm so sure I don't know about anything else. Unless all other factors, I am so pleased and I'm so sure that the determination he has put in since he was a small young boy up to now, he's going to make it.